Oh yes, we did it, guys. We have completed episode 7, Into the Darkness. The first of the 3 newer episodes of the 30th anniversary edition of Wolfenstein 3D. We did it in 64 minutes and 46 seconds, 100% kills, secrets, and treasures. Only 2 maps, I believe it was, that I had to go back and grab some that I missed. Or 3, I can't remember how many it was, but not too bad. I definitely did a bulk of these maps today. But I spaced out some of them, of course, throughout the past 2 weeks or whatnot. But we completed, and we defeated Joseph Schultz, which I tried to get a close-up of him at one point, but I did not mean to set him off when I did, because I did hear the mumbled voice, so don't know what the heck he's saying. But I tried to get close up to him because he did have that gold mustache. However, though, there is some bad news at the end of this story, though, this episode. We did not fulfill the mission of getting into the caves to stop that secret weapon of Hitler's that got taken away. Unfortunately, though, and that's the reason why. Well, first off, about floor 9 itself, I would say it's along the lines of it feels like a episode 5 difficulty, I would say, but I do get the challenging part to it. It's a bunch of tighter rooms, but there is a lot of enemies and some traps that are being set up. As of course you saw at a couple of the other maps, there was a trap that was kind of set off, once you got the key, it's like you're trying to escape the area, but there's enemies who are coming after you, trying to get to you more so. The moment you walk into Joseph Schultz's room, there's enemies who are behind those gold doors that we had to go through to exit, that are coming after you. Basically, it's kind of like an alert, an alarm is set off, and they're coming to be backup for Joseph Schultz. So definitely the usage of the newer weapons wasn't quite the easiest thing in this, because I tried to do the rocket launcher on Schultz, but I had to use a chain gun for a bit because there were enemies that were coming in from all over the place. Which also means too, it could be a little tricky to get 100% kills on this secret floor, this boss battle as well. But it is a nice battle. I mean, other than the fact that Joseph Schultz is just like Hans Gross with a gold mustache and in brown armor instead of blue or green like Tron's Gross, but the mustache, I will take that as something a little bit different. He's just another one of Hitler's right-hand men, basically. As again, the last 3 episodes, the story is we're basically, even though we've defeated Hitler, there are others in his group that are trying to, carry out his mission. And of course, Joseph Schultz was one of them. But yeah, about episode 7, it's not as hard as episode 6. I would say it is probably in between a difficulty of episode 4 or 5, I would say. Maybe a little more towards episode 4, but I'd say it's probably the 3rd, maybe 4th. I'd say it's probably, I'd rank it 4th hardest. I'd still say episode 4 or 2 was the next hardest. But I'd say it's a little bit harder than episode 5, I would say. There was some maps where we have those cave walls, the mazes that could trick you up a little bit as far as navigating. Even also trying to get all the enemies as well was tricky too. But I would say it was a nice, a little bit of a breather episode compared to episode 6. I mean, we still got episodes 8 and 9, so I'm not sure what those will entail next, but we'll have to find out. But of course, before we move on, let's read the story. Congratulations! You battled yourself through the caves and killed the deadly Nazi leader, Joseph Schultz. However, you were too late. The weapon is on its way to Heinrich. But now you must go to Castle Geminus and eliminate Eugene Gross, father of Hans and Gretel, who captured many Kreisau Circle fighters to torture them with no mercy. We finally get to meet Papa Gross. We'll just do it next time, in the next episode. In episode 9, your final confrontation, and in the last episode, with the death of Hitler, the Third Reich has fallen, but their last hope lies in their secret weapon that'll cleanse this planet at last. You will confront the madman Heinrich himself to put an end to his plans to destroy everything on Earth. Always remember, there's a hint book available. See the Read Me choice in the menu for more information. So yeah, that is episode 7. Of course, we will now move on to episode 8. With the holidays coming up, though, it might take a little bit for me to get to episode 8. I did floors 4 to 9 all tonight. Well, I probably won't get all of them uploads tonight. Maybe I will, who knows. But with the holidays coming up and a bunch of things going on, it might take me a hot minute to get episode 8 completed. As again, it's a new map, learning the floors, trying to get 100%. But we'll see though. I'll do those again soon though. Hopefully maybe we will get this mod done by the end of the year. If not, early into the new year maybe. We'll see. But moving pretty smooth, guys. But that is episode 7, Into the Darkness. We'll now move on to the next episode, episode 8. I cannot remember the title off the top of my head. Like Shores, something with Shores, I think it was. But whatever it is, we will talk about it next, as we will journey through to meet Eugene Gross, the father of Hans and Gretel. So until then, guys, I am the Club of the Man, 1993, and I'll catch you all in episode 8. Peace out, everybody.